Hello everyone! Gulikit has once again released new analog stick modules. This time these modules are tension adjustable, and these uses TMR sensors too. At first glance, it looks like any other stick module. But the section that protects the stick from dust is completely sealed and cannot be removed. Instead, you just release the stick cap. And here we can see a screw that's used to regulate the tension. You also get a small plastic tool to adjust it, but any screwdriver will do. It is possible to remove the screw completely, revealing the tension mechanism. And you get options for different heights too. I'll be installing these modules on the Phantom controller from Hex Gaming. This is a custom modded DualSense by Hex Gaming that has a ton of features, but it has potentiometer sticks inside. In fact, they added this small board here, which you should use to compensate for the stick drift. I will also take the opportunity to change the buttons to labeled buttons. And when we get inside, we see why it uses special screws. This is not a controller meant to be opened by the user. There's a lot of flat cables and delicate connections inside. But as you can see, it is an original DualSense that has been modded. And these guys are professionals. All of the connections are very organized, and the connections to the PCBs are secured with tape. Once we get to the main board, we can see the potentiometer modules. These are the ones we'll be replacing. We'll also remove this cable here, which is used to control the stick position. Since we have TMR sensors now, this will be useless. Just keep the black one, which is used to enable the stick buttons. And here's the modules installed. With the controller reassembled, this is how it looks like. Keep in mind that when you install this, the sticks will be different from the originals. The standard Gulikit modules are slightly taller and a bit thicker than the originals. And they look different visually as well. Also, you may lose compatibility with accessories like stick caps. It shouldn't be compatible with control freaks as well, but you have taller sticks on the box to compensate for that. And what about the tension? The original has around 60 grams force. First, we'll remove the screw completely, to make sure that it is on the lowest tension possible. Even with the screws removed, the sticks always recenter perfectly. Now we'll insert the screw and turn it twice. This will give us around 40 grams force, which is my favorite tension. And finally, let's tighten it all the way to the max. Now the sticks are super hard to move. A perfect workout for your thumb six-pack. And around this tension, we have something close to 90 grams force. The operation of the stick is super smooth too. Before using the controller, you should calibrate the sticks. To do that, enter this website. I'll leave the links in the description. You must be using Chrome or Brave as a browser. Click Connect and select your DualSense. Then click Calibrate Stick Center and follow the steps. Next, click Calibrate Stick Range and follow the steps too. And finally, click Save Changes Permanently. And now the sticks are perfectly calibrated. They have no dead zone in the center, no cardinal snapping, and the circularity is much better than the original. The stick resolution is around 130 steps. Which is the same as the original. And for my final thoughts, these stick modules are very good. Not only they use TMR sensors, but the operation is very smooth. The stick seems to have a lot of lube inside. It loses the compatibility with Control Freaks, but Gulikit sends you extra sticks with different heights. The tension adjustment is very good too, ranging from 30 to 90 grams force. There's no dead zone and the circularity is better than the originals. And the only con is that when you install this, you won't have the original look of the controller, as the stick's design is a bit different. And before finishing this video, let me give a warning for those who have the Phantom controller and got excited with the idea of installing these modules. I had a few problems when reassembling this controller. As you have noticed, the internals are very delicate, and when reassembling it, I have damaged one of the cables of the triggers. Because these cables usually have a plastic pull tab that's used to pull them or insert them in the motherboard. But the Hex Phantom is completely flat. It doesn't have the pull tabs, and when reinstalling it, I have damaged the corner of the cable here. Also, one of the tabs for the cable connectors came out when I removed the tape. I had an extra cable for the triggers for my Extreme Rate mod. I could get all of the main buttons working again, but the back buttons are not working anymore. It is fixable, but it would require buying new replacement parts from Hex Gaming. I could also buy a new shell and revert it back to an original DualSense. In the end, if you have this controller, I highly recommend you to not attempt to open it. And that's it for this video. I'll be leaving the links to the modules in the description below. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.